I think travel is an invitation to transformation and
Mhm.
to awake and to be awakened. So I'm about relaxation. That's why I set my intention for the trip. What do I
Okay.
need for this moment? So when I went to Honduras, I was really discerning. I don't know if I was discernment. I knew that a transition was going to happen career-wise. And I did, and I created a bunch of years ago something called the Purpose Seekers Resource. I also do coaching, like life coaching and leadership coaching, a little bit of career coaching. I created this tool 10 years ago. It's called the Purpose Seekers Resource. It's 6 different exercises to help you get to the heart of your purpose. So I was in Honduras for 7 days. I was relaxing. That was the point of the trip. The second point of the trip is I want to engage Garifuna culture. And the third part of the trip is I really want to engage these exercises because I think uh, the soul God universe has something to tell me that I need to look back and go back and get it or renew new eyes. I've done these exercises already. So each day I would get up and do one exercise that is going to give me clarity about what have I already done, gifts, skills, talents that have already showed me who I am and how can I harness that for the future. So I did these, journaled every day, and then I picked an adventure every day to go on. One adventure was going to hang on a little private island where they pick you up, you hang out on the private island. I had nobody was there because it was kind of off season and I had the beach to myself. So you can incorporate rest, adventure, cultural immersion. Most trips are a combination of both, but this was rest, reflection, and engaging this culture. So when you're clear about that, then you craft the trip for you. Now there's some trips that I'm like, I I may do one cultural activity and I'm laying on the beach. But cultural activity could be, hey, they have this national dish. I'm gonna go somewhere and eat it. I'm gonna find the best place to eat it for the price point that's for me, and I'm gonna go eat it. So I went to Barbados. That was last year. That was primary relaxation, and I was like, I gotta have some callaloo, which is their version of like collard greens. I really want to go this Buck Island. It's like one of the most amazing little islands. It's so pristine. I said I want to go to Buck Island, and I want to go to as many beaches as I can. That was my goal. I'm like, I'm just beach hopping all day, every day. I rented a car so I can do that. I'm going to this beach. I went to like all these different beaches. That was the goal of the trip. All I did was go for the beach. So I personally don't do resorts. No judgment, people do. I get it. I think the problem with the way the US people travel is we work too much and we try to fit all of our rest into 7 days. Honey, bad. Well, just take little rest breaks and like have a life of here's when I stop, here's when I rest, and so you don't have to pack all of that into the 2 weeks you get off, but if you have a life of rest. So I think that we're looking at it different. And I don't like to go, I don't think I've ever been to a resort, actually, like a resort, like all inclusive. Because one, here's what's more important to me, engaging local culture. I didn't come here just to sit and do American things. Well, what's the point of that? Yeah, people to do it. So it's important to me to engage local culture. I don't like, and sometimes this is unavoidable. I don't like going to places where the dividing line is so stark, and I am starkly on the other side of it looking out. Right? And so in a resort, sometimes a place you go, you look outside of those gates, and it's just like crazy. That I like that doesn't make me feel good on my vacation because I have a conscience. Two, part of the thing that I love about different culture is the people in the culture, right? So I want to try different foods. I don't want to go to 10 international restaurants that have food that I have, available to me in this kind of corporate or whatever kind of way. And so even if you stay in resorts, and that's fine. I suggest you take an excursion so you can feel like you have engaged that if you're possible. Sometimes you're just like, I just want to be in my room and be taken care of and sit here and look out at the water. That's okay too. You don't have to be too strict with yourself. But my way is really engaging and immersing and even in the small ways